This is the One Episode Rule, a podcast about first impressions. I'm Magpie, and this time I remembered what day it was.
Nice.
And I was prepared to record and did not have to search for things in the 20 seconds before we went live.
Hell yeah.
Which I consider to be a personal triumph.
I'm proud of you. You did good.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Blackle. I walked a lot yesterday, and so my legs are tired and my feet hurt, but otherwise I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
Hello. I'm Joey, and this week I've started reading Jojo's again.
Nice.
They're doing some whack stuff.
Ain't they always?
I can't even begin to elaborate because I don't want to go into spoilers too much. Just know that it's some whack stuff. So
I intend to get to that eventually.
Yep.
So thank you for not spoiling me.
Of course.
All right. Is that all? Can we get to?
Yeah.
Should we get to the news?
Go for the news. That was a short intro today.
Yeah, we got some news items, but not many.
All right.
Relevant to JoJo. Thus spoke Kishibe Rohan's live action TV drama is going to return for 3 more episodes, which will put it at 6, which means there will be more live action episodes of that than animated ones.
Wow. Wait, where are those available to watch?
I don't know.
Because the live action ones were never on Netflix before.
It looks
the
like
animated ones always were, but
it looks like it's going to be broadcasting on NHK, which is meaningless to us because we don't get it because we're not in Japan. I'm just telling you this exists.
All right.
And will probably be available eventually.
Well, it'll probably be available somewhere out there over the rainbow, etc., etc.
And another announcement, and I just watched the trailer for this a little bit ago, and I will confirm that it looks fucking rad. A new trailer has come out for the Star Wars Visions animated anthology.
Ooh.
Which will feature studio work from Kamikaze Douga, Geno Studio, Studio Colorido, Trigger, Kinema Citrus, Science Saru, and Production IG. They're going to make a whole bunch of Star Wars anime, and it's coming out on September 22nd on Disney Plus, also, and other places where you have to pay less.
Whoa.
Because you shouldn't pay the mouse.
No,
Don't pay the mouse.
Do that. Never
Just
ever.
mouse.
Don't pay the mouse.
I want to see that mouse obliterated. Yeah.
That's the news we've got, though. I have to say, the Studio Trigger one, the twins, looks simply appears to be an extended lightsaber fight between Leo from Promare and Lady Leo from Promare.
Intriguing.
It's just Leo from Promare. In fact, the voice acting list for this is just the 2 of them and 1 droid. So
Nice. It sounds like it'll be a fun ride at the very least.
Sounds like that's going to be sick. Also, since we haven't watched it yet, Belle apparently continues to trounce the Japanese box office.
We gotta get together and watch it.
You gotta see that whole show.
So what do we want to watch this time?
It is my pick, and I'm going to give you all a slight amount of option in the direction I lead us in, down one path Down one path we have bliss. Down the other we have pain. Which
Is that
path
just-
shall we
Pain.
take?
Pain.
Is this just
pain,
this Yu-Gi-Oh card,
pain.
that Yu-Gi-Oh card meme where it was just like one path is like nice and like rosy rainbows,
I took the path less traveled. So we're going to be watching Blend S
Nice.
today.
Blend
Nice
S?
fucking. Nice.
You like that
fucking
reference, huh?
Dodge roll into Robert Frost. Out of whatever the fuck Michael was talking about. What are we watching?
We're watching Blend S.
Blend S. All right. So I didn't know they'd made an anime about the dominatrix side quest from Yakuza 0, but they did.
Oh my
Nice.
If I had a nickel for every time I had to watch somebody be coached on how to be a better bitch, I'd have two, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
That's
God.
good. That's good.
God.
So this was like, I don't know why I was expecting something like 10 times turbo worse than this, but like for what it was kind of tame.
It wasn't
It-
horrible.
It spiritually damaged me in a couple of ways, but that's not because it's the show's fault. It's because of
Yes.
other things.
Yeah.
I saw when the late intro came in and played, I was just like, oh God!
I didn't know that what this was.
It's the meme intro. Now I die. Now I know its origin.
Mhm.
Wait, the what?
The
Yeah,
meme.
so the intro, the OP of the show is actually a meme. So
Is it?
The very first part.
It's been used a lot for memes.
It'll be like
purposes.
smile, sadistic, surprise, and then like somebody will cut it up on YouTube and just put like Satan, you know.
Or something
Oh,
like that,
okay.
yeah.
I did write that intro was very strange, but I've never seen that as a meme before. So
Mm.
interesting.
I've seen it for many years as a meme.
I've seen it before. I didn't know what it was from, so this was enlightening.
It's like learning what the bottom emoji is from. We learned
Yeah.
so much on this show.
We're getting educated.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, let's get to it. I guess I'll read this this blurb. I haven't done this in a while. It's got a bunch of Japanese words in it. Wishing to be independent, 16-year-old Maika Sakuranomiya is desperate to nail down a part-time job so she can afford to study abroad. Unfortunately, her applications are constantly rejected due to the menacing look she unintentionally makes when she smiles, despite her otherwise cheerful disposition. Oh, and it's like a for real, like menacing stare.
she has
it's
the
creepy.
evil aura.
It's a talent, but after yet another failed interview, she chances upon Cafe Style.
Style, I think.
We'll go with Style. A coffee shop where the servers interact with the customers while role-playing distinctive characteristics. It's a hostess club, but just without the booze. The Italian store manager, Dino, becomes infatuated with Micah's cuteness at first sight and offers her a job as a waitress with a sadistic nature. Coupled with her inherent clumsiness, she successfully manages to serve a pair of masochistic customers in accordance with her new ruthless persona. Alongside Kaho Hinata as the tsundere and Mafuyu Hoshikawa as the younger sister, the Imouto, Micah decides to make the most out of her unique quirk and cements her position at the cafe with merciless cruelty.
Yeah, that's the show, all right.
That's
pretty much the rundown, honestly.
Yeah.
This is mostly a comedy, as far as I can tell. So
yeah.
slice of life.
The scene where she was serving the customers was pretty funny.
I wasn't expecting to like have genuine laughs in this show, but it did get a few like genuine laughs out of me.
There was that part where she like accidentally squeezes the ketchup bottle.
Ketchup.
She was gonna put the ketchup on their omelets, and then it just squirts on their faces. and she's like doesn't know what to say. She just says filthy, and they're like,
Filthy.
I just want, like I said, I want Kiryu to be behind a fucking folding screen
Giving
and
a
just be
thumbs
like,
up.
and he's just be like, now call them pigs.
Yeah, they love it.
yeah. So I just I don't know how to address some of my notes without going from top to bottom with the show.
Let's like get into some of the notes.
I have
then.
I have one caveat, which is, this is emblematic of Japanese anime in general, but all adult men who hit on high school girls die challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know
as a
until
joke.
the
Fuck
end.
that. It's not even funny anymore.
Yeah. Die instantaneously.
Because they got to the end and she was talking about how she's like a high schooler now. And it's like, wait, she's a high schooler? Like I knew she was supposed to be young, but
It's just like,
and then
yeah, she's a 16-year-old girl.
16, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I hate it.
should not do this.
Quite bad.
Anyway, let's move
well-
on to more pleasant things.
Sure.
I did want to say it at the beginning. Well, she gets a rejection letter from a part-time job, first of all. And then from there, she's going to another job interview. And then we have a scene which looks like it's going to get used in a Beats to Relax /Study To video, where she's like walking through the park and there's like cherry blossoms flowing down.
Yes. Yes.
Good
The
background
cat
to this
walks
show.
up to her.
And
And
the cat
then
has balls.
We get a face full of cat balls, yeah.
You've got big old slappers down there.
Yeah.
The warrior cat ball discourse is coming back to me. Oh God.
And so, yeah, and then she gives the cat a creepy face by accident, and the cat is scared by that. And I noted down that she has the same problem as the kid from Fire Force, where he when he gets scared or whatever, he smiles in a really creepy way. If anyone remembers that
This
show.
does
I do
kind
remember that.
happen
But-
occasionally in anime where someone will just have a constant trying to be cute but ends up accidentally terrifying sort of trope.
Yeah.
Not super common, but
Yeah, she's got like a for real ass stand user aura.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you're approaching me?
She's got the stand user stank.
I think it's kind of good actually.
Yeah. And then she goes to the
Wait, is that-
loading in my head what the next seat is?
Is this
Not a grocery store. What is next?
Is this an anime representation of the power I use to get around town
Yes.
whenever there's a lot of pedestrians?
Yes.
Uh,
Pokemon would call this the mean look.
I just use like get the fuck out of the way powers.
yes.
It's super effective.
Yeah. But I did want to point out how she goes to the train station and then she encounters in passing the dude who will later hire her for his cafe.
Mhm.
But we see from each of their perspective what they're thinking. And then she's like, oh wow, a man with the blonde hair. And then he's like, oh wow, a girl with the black hair. And it's just like, you're in Japan, dude.
Like
This is
everybody else in Japan.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa, a girl with black hair. Never seen that before.
Oh, that's so weird.
Parts of the Japanese government mandate that students dye their hair black if they
Yeah.
don't have black hair. Like
It's weird.
Uh-huh.
it's the single most common thing you will see in Japan.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it's funny
But
that
then
she tried to put
later-
on glasses to disguise her mean look.
Mhm.
yeah.
It didn't work.
God.
You know, I bet what I bet happened is she went into that interview, and then whenever she leaned back, her fucking entire face fell into shadow, and her glasses flashed
Yes.
like
Yes.
fucking Gendo Ikari.
And then everyone was like, freaks out. He's going to kill us.
You're going to send all of the customers away.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
do-
let's get
It-
into this.
Yeah.
Just what? What do you want?
No, I just was going to say, I just did realize that none of the other girls on the show have black hair. So maybe this is like some alternate reality.
No, it's just for fucking
just
character
anime.
design purposes. So you can tell them apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get to some of these characters because okay, Kaho's there. She's a tsundere, and you know what? She didn't get a lot this episode, but I
The
bet
parts
she'll
that
have
she
her
got
moments.
were good.
She's the tsundere character, but she's like super into video games. So whenever some
She's a
people bring their
gamer.
DSs in, she's just like, oh shit, oh man.
I can't help myself from giving unsolicited advice on how to play video games.
Well, like it kind of makes her good at like playing her character on accident because
Yeah.
Eat your fucking spaghetti.
she's like, I didn't mean to bring you spaghetti, but you're gonna eat it anyways, aren't you?
Maybe you'll eat it like the animal you are.
God.
I'd be good at this job.
Yeah.
Hire me to fucking host cafe to be a surly asshole to the women.
I mean, I guess this is as good a time as any to ask, like, what would your character be if you were working at this restaurant? And I'm making a new category for myself, which is deranged.
Manic pixie dream girl, huh?
Yeah, I'm just not like, well, I just act the same way I act all the time.
Obviously, I would be the cat girl.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They would be like, oh yeah.
You know that character that we see in anime occasionally that's basically just Aubrey Plaza's character from Parks and Rec? I would be the male equivalent of that. I'd just be like, what do you want?
Yeah.
We don't have that.
Disinterested and
The machine's broke.
You'd be the girl from the girl behind the counter at the Cardfight Vanguard cafe or whatever.
Do you guys have any drugs? So let's talk about the much more interesting character of Mafuyu, who has the size and appearance of like a 12-year-old, but is a college student.
This is some anime bullshit right here.
This is some anime bullshit.
No. This was my life experience.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This just called back a time when I went to my local college to sign up for classes when I turned, I think I was like 20 when this happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to sign up for classes, and they were like, "Oh, are your parents here? You need your parents with you to." And I was like, "I'm an adult. Hello."
Yeah. God.
Baby face syndrome. I understand you well. So I might actually just be this character.
It's the opposite of that. I've always had man face.
Mm.
To the point where people at my high school asked me if I was supposed to be there.
Oh no!
They thought I was a crime man. Here to do crimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I quite like Mafuyu's character because her role at the cafe is to play the character of the little sister, the Imouto. But that's only when she's on. When she's off, she's a complete bitch.
I like how
she's an ass slapping Punchclock little sister.
Micah came in one day and just saw that girl for the first time, and she was like, "What's going on?" Because she was just sitting on top of the manager and like bopping him on the head over and over, and he's like, "I'm getting bullied." It's like, you deserve this.
And yeah, there was. They were in the locker room, and she was just slapping the shit out of the big girl's head.
I don't think that was.
Yeah.
I don't think she deserved that. I don't think that was appropriate.
I don't know what the work culture at this place is, but it's got fucking 5 employees. Who knows?
She didn't seem like that bothered by it.
Still though, that's not appropriate.
I mean,
that's not appropriate workplace behavior. It's like
if that person is
so,
like.
This is so inappropriate, it's hilarious.
If that person has established that it's okay, I think it's fine.
We don't know their backstory. Maybe they slap each other's asses all the time. How about that?
God.
Maybe it's like football. Maybe after every shift. Good game. Good game.
Good game.
Good game.
game.
You send them real good.
It wasn't even just the one slap. It was like fucking like 5.
Yeah,
It
she was.
like 8
Yeah,
slaps.
she was doing like a fucking Hanna-Barbera cartoon slap.
It was pretty. It was
She was-
very funny.
She was Bugs Bunnying it.
What the fuck is happening?
Kind of. I thought it was funny.
Great
There
character.
were some other scenes in this that were just like, if this was a real life thing, this would be this like so fucked up. But the fact that it's like
Right.
it's just
Well,
like,
it's an anime.
They
Like the guy who was like-
exaggerate things.
I'll hire you as a pretense to going out with you later. Like that was like
Right. No,
so
that's
messed
bad.
up. Yeah.
And he is definitely supposed to be some sort of like Italian stereotype. And I wrote down, of course, he's Italian.
we don't know he's Italian. We haven't seen him smoke on the toilet.
There's still time.
Fine. I'm looking through my notes trying to find other stuff to talk about.
I thought that it was really funny. Like, okay, I kind of hate nosebleeds as a trope
yeah,
in
me too.
anime, but I did think it was funny when the first time that Micah did her sadistic routine and accidentally did really good, and she looks over and he's like dead in a pool of blood, and he's like writing the message "congratulations" on the ground with the
In
blood.
his own blood, yeah. God,
pretty
That
good.
did make
Da
me
Vinci
laugh
Code.
really hard.
I've never understood where that trope came from.
I don't know either. Like, is that a common thing?
Are your fucking sinuses just that dry, my dude?
I also
did-
thought it was very funny when she tried to, like, she was like, the little sister thing is so cute, I'm gonna try it. And she's like trying to say Oni-chan, but she just says
She's
Oni.
nervous. It's the ogre.
Dino's just like, am I an Oni?
You know, that's interesting because it leads into the most fan servicey shot in the show, and it's of the fucking surly male cook.
Yeah, as like this like buff, sexy Oni. I was like, God damn. They went all out on that shot.
Taking this to places you wouldn't expect. You know, speaking of that, there's a surprising amount of like craft involved in this relatively sedate show.
Yeah, I was like,
Very fluid
what is
animation.
dang, I was kind of surprised.
Okay, there was parts where I was like, are they animating on ones? Like when they were like putting on their clothes and taking off their clothes, there were like some parts that I was like, is this on ones? Like this is weirdly fluid.
On twos, at least.
I was like, what a
Uh-huh.
weird time to pick to
Yeah.
jump into the old high frame rate, but I don't know, who am I to judge?
Bring out the Sasuga.
And yeah, and then there was that moment where the manager guy like had a real-time cheapification moment where like his face just like warped.
Oh
Did you
yeah.
Yeah.
notice that? It's just like
That was funny.
Sometimes you gotta become cheap in comedy shows.
yeah, just like wow.
So what do we think, guys? Overall.
Can we talk about one more scene really quick?
Sure.
Yes.
The scene where they go to the arcade was
Yeah.
very funny.
I think it was just funny because of Mafu. That one's rough. Mafuyu's
It is difficult.
her lust for figurines.
I
Her
like the
face
part-
every single time. She's like, I need you to
Just
get
fucking
more
steam
things."
coming out of her
triumph emoji.
face.
Yeah.
And then they show her once she's gone home and she's still staring at it with her like eyes are just star shaped. I kind of love her.
Still breathing
yeah.
out steam.
I like the scene where they go to the what was it, the photo booth.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
I've used one of those photos before where you can like put on stickers and stuff.
Hmm.
Mm.
And this is like back in 2008 when you didn't really have phones that could do that. It was just like,
Right.
you only like apps really were like Instagram, and they didn't have stickers yet. So going into a photo booth and being able to add like all these weird, funny stickers is like so fun. And I also like their little fucking photo where they like have like a forced perspective thing where what was it? Mufu, what is it again? Help me.
None of us can
Mafuyu.
say.
Mafuyu is
I've
like
mastered
in the other girl's hands. Like,
Yeah.
just like in a first perspective shot. I thought that
Small.
was very funny. Just
That
like,
was
look
pretty
at
good.
this small ant. Like, look at this small
So
creature.
little.
We're gonna do a lesson for Blackgold so that she can fucking nail any blurbs in the future. If you see a weird Japanese name, just cut it up into every syllable.
Yeah.
Mafu you. Like
Okay.
you're casting a fucking spell.
Okay.
We'll do that.
All right. My brain is poisoned by English pronunciation rules.
Yeah, fair enough.
I need
But
to stop
overall,
that.
though, I brought us into this expecting like deep suffering, and honestly, I don't know how the rest of the show goes, but
We
the
didn't
first episode was
We
kind
weren't
of
destroyed.
not that
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get the deep suffering. And maybe it's hidden further in.
Maybe it is. There's probably something that's like happens in like episode 3 that's just like, oh no!
Uh-huh.
But like,
I'm
who
gonna
knows?
check. I have a
One
suspicion.
episode rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't know about it. It's beyond our
limited
fucking
time.
purview, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is beyond our, and honestly, this isn't usually my cup of tea anyways, so I was probably not going to watch more of this anyways, so I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, not really my speed. Unless
Sure.
unless the second episode begins with a murder or something.
Right. Just a complete, what if this did turn into a horror show? That would be
That'd
pretty
be
funny.
pretty funny. Yeah.
But yeah, I got some sensible chuckles out of this. I like that the title is First Time Super Sadist. That's
Yeah,
a
that's
funny episode
pretty
title.
good. There's a character later on that may be handled poorly. That
Uh-oh.
could be a source of horror.
Yeah-oh.
But I don't know. It's beyond our purview. We can't see it.
We're
I
not
can't
going to know about it.
I can't see that.
Yeah, it's beyond our vision.
If you can't see something, viewer, don't tell us about it at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That's one word, not the number. You
What the
could
fuck was that segue?
Except for John Cena, nobody can see it.
if you can't see anything, you can. I'd probably use a screen reader or something to tweet us. On Twitter at oneepisodecast. That is also one word, not the number.
I don't know. I panicked. I was just trying to get out like a coyote with his legs stuck in a
Just
trap.
escape.
Gotta
Just
get out of
gnawing
here.
off your own ankle. Okay,
Oh
we
God.
should gnaw the ankle off this whole show, right?
Yeah.
Like,
We gotta get the fuck
Get
out
out of
of
the bear
here.
trap that is Blend S.
we gotta blend into the background. I don't know. Was that
Every
anything?
single episode of the show is us stepping on a different bear trap.
Why is this called Blend S?